as soon as the Supreme Court ruled in favor of New York Rifle and Pistol Club versus Bruen, it opened up the door to all sorts of other lawsuits on both sides of the gun control aisle. Now, what the case was ultimately it said that people have the right to carry a gun outside their home, because in New York, you weren't allowed to carry a gun outside your home without some sort of special permit, which nobody really got, or you got maybe a permit to carry it in the wilderness if you're hunting, but that's it. You can't carry it anywhere else. Well, obviously that is unconstitutional. The Supreme Court ruled it in favor of New York Rifle and Pistol Club, saying, yes, you do have the right to carry a gun outside your home. Well, then that opened up all sorts of other lawsuits on both sides of the gun control aisle, saying, well, who can carry a gun? Where can they carry a gun? How can they carry a gun? And ultimately what you saw was anti-Second Amendment states and cities and counties doubling down on anti-Second Amendment. Well, then these people can't carry, and those people can't carry, and you can't carry this type of gun, and you can't carry that type of ammunition, and you can't carry that many rounds. And it completely just flooded the federal court system. Meanwhile, on the other, the pro-Second Amendment aisle, they're saying, well, these people can carry, and you don't have to do this, and you can carry this way, and you can carry that way. So really all it did was it just literally confused the issue. You have some states that are more restricted now than they were before they gave them more rights. And you have some states that are much less restrictive now, way beyond what the Supreme Court told them they could do. And here what you have is there's a need for clarity. Well, finally, a case is about to make it to the Supreme Court. The case of Rahimi, and this case is revolving around domestic violence. Now, this came from the Fifth Circuit Court, who ultimately said that you can't stop somebody accused of domestic violence from being able to own a firearm. And they shouldn't be able to, I mean, because, we are presumed innocent until a court of law tells us that we're not innocent. And ultimately what things like red flag laws and these laws do is they say, well, you're guilty until you can prove yourself innocent when it comes to your Second Amendment rights. And the Fifth Circuit ultimately agree that you can't do this. This is unconstitutional. It's a severe violation of your Second Amendment rights. Well, what this case is going to do is it's going to solidify the understanding of the New York Rifle and Pistol Club versus Bruen case, because it's just really opened up a lot of avenues for anti-Second Amendment states to get more anti-Second Amendment and pro-Second Amendment states to get more pro-Second Amendment. So the Supreme Court has to bring down some clarity to all of this, and I believe they're going to do it through this Rahimi case, which they should be letting us know here shortly whether they will be taking it up in the next session. But I believe this is going to be the next Second Amendment case at the Supreme Court to really give some clarity to the last Second Amendment case, because, again, who can carry? Where can they carry? What can they carry? How many rounds can they carry? That kind of thing. Very, very, to me, it's very clear cut. It's very obvious. But, again, when the Supreme Court made this decision, it just infuriated half of America, saying, well, how dare you say that we have the right to carry a gun, and we're going to make it more strict and more strict and more strict. And it has to be, this has to be put to an end. So there you go. I believe this Rahimi case is going to be the next Second Amendment case, and it is going to be the one that's going to give a lot of clarity on who can carry, where can they carry, why can they carry, how can they carry, that kind of thing. Any thoughts or insight on that, definitely put that in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. If you feel called to support this channel with Patreon, that link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests, so please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.